Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Ileana, and this is my co-founder, Miko, who just jumped in with me at the last minute at the ETH Denver hackathon. So we are here to present Mary Jane, which is our AI agent, who is a cannabis cultivation assistant. And it's basically cultivating confidence through AI-powered cannabis growing assistance. So the issue and the problem that we see is that new growers face a lot of overwhelming information, which is contradictory in many cases. With the influx of legalization and cultivation coming into play in the United States, we see a lot of garden shops coming up, and we see a lot of people rushing to the garden shop and getting plants and pots and soil and all kinds of equipment and going home, but they just don't have any instruction to go with that. And the process of cannabis cultivation, even though it's becoming really popular, I think people don't realize how long it takes and how cumbersome it is. And so we've created an AI agent that can overcome that learning curve for beginning growers. They often end up wasting time and money on equipment and falling through the cracks because they don't have this kind of instruction. So what we've created is an AI-powered application that is built on ELIZA that can help growers from seed to harvest by taking them through all of the steps that they need to go through to be able to have a successful harvest. And what we see in the future, right now, what we have is Mary Jane interacting with folks on social media, on Discord, and we also have a chat interface that eventually will be able to allow cultivators to tokenize their intellectual property, their grow journals, and their harvest to be able to share information in an open source knowledge base that is powered by the blockchain. So right now we have a chat interface that's built on ELIZA OS, and we've begun an interface with Story where folks can create their own NFT collections and register their grow journals as intellectual property. They can connect their wallet address to this interface. We have her on Twitter, and she's answering questions there. And then we also have a Discord chat interface where she has conversations with users, and we've actually built a plugin where you can get the latest news and information so that you can stay up to date right on the interface. The last thing that we've done, and what we really see the future of this becoming, is a virtual space where you don't have to go anywhere to be able to cultivate. You can have virtual instruction, you can practice before you do things in real life, and you can actually speak to her inside of this virtual space. So let's say that you're halfway through your cultivation journey and you're getting ready to top plants, or you're getting to cut something and you want to practice in the virtual space before you do that in real life. You can do that in the virtual world.
Nice.
Okay, so that was very impromptu, and I'm not very good at speaking, so I'm sure you guys have questions. Go ahead. I'm sorry, say that again?
Yes, you
can.
Yes,
yeah, you can do anything in this virtual space. Right now, you can walk up to her and you can speak to her, right? You can ask her questions. But the idea is that you can come in here and in practice, right, do the things that you have not been able to do in real life. You know, you can come in here and you can top plants, you can plant seeds, and eventually we'd like to build it into a gamified experience where you come in here and you have to do an emote and dance for your plants to be happier, for your garden to grow, or if you haven't watered your plants for a while, then you're gonna be in trouble. We would like to tie the virtual space to the in real life garden somehow.
How did you build this? What is the game?
The AI is built on ELIZA, and this is actually HyperFi. It's a game engine for metaverse spaces, it's very primitive, right? Because we did this in a couple of days, but it is not difficult at all. We really love HyperFi as a game engine. The possibilities are endless with what you can do with this, and it's also, you can access this through any browser, even on your mobile phone. Oh, this URL is actually maryjane.w2ef. So if you're on your phone, you can actually go to this URL and you can walk up to her and you can speak to her on your phone if you'd like. Yeah, you can enter the virtual space on your mobile device.
Can you talk more about like the crypto or on-chain integrations and what, like any plans for that?
So that comes later, right? Eventually, once the growers get to their first harvest, then they'll have a grow journal that will be committed to memory by Mary Jane, and they'll be able to either tokenize that intellectual property or share it in an open source knowledge base where hopefully they'll be rewarded for those contributions. And the idea is that the entire cannabis grower community can then contribute to that knowledge base, and it will be a community-based thing. Any other questions? All right.
Woo! Thank you.